welcome to another edition of Live on Sunday, man. It's your gracious host, King Crowder, back with another edition of, like I always do, coming to you with information, details, opinions, and stated fact, man. I'm so glad that you could tap in with me. I'm so glad that you can catch it in. I know some of us are watching our NFL Sunday with our favorite teams, and I get it. If you hear on the playback, like, comment, like, or subscribe to the channel. Tell me, trash, good, bad, or if not, please tap in and let your boy know. If you are a first-time listener, please let me know too, man. I love to hear my newbies. I have people coming all the time telling me information about what they're learning, what they liking. Share the live, comment, like, and subscribe if you're first time here. Everything. So how we always do, how was your last week? Did you get everything done? Did you check in with your people? Did you call everyone you're supposed to call? Did you do everything you're supposed to do? Special shout out to my mom, Dukes. Congratulations on your new prize and your car you got. Shout out to Mama. She checked in with me and made sure everything else. Also, shout out to Daddy. Pops, I'm going to be there soon for your special getaway. Shout out to the entire Crowder gang. Remember, life is about family, relationships, and people. Everybody else ain't going to tell you that, but life is literally about those three things. Now that we know it's about those three things, right? The next best thing we got to really tap into is everything that we got to learn, unlearn, and relearn about this world and American society that we're in. If I didn't catch up with you, let me go ahead and give you the next step I always have to do. Book of the week. You know, I always have to give people, they always ask me, what should I read? What should I be reading? You know, this is one thing that I wanted to add to people that I never had a problem with it, but I noticed some people really do got to learn it. It's a book. Tap it. Can you see it good? Tap into my recommendation for you. The Courage to Be Disliked. Why is it hard to be disliked? It's hard to be disliked because, number one, you have to be willing to tell people you don't like what they say. You ain't feeling their perspective. You ain't feeling their attitude. The Courage to Be Disliked is something phenomenal. I want you to add into your library if you feel like you have that problem. And you're not alone. A lot of people have that problem. A lot of people really like to pander to people, have good relationships, and not afraid to tell the truth. But I want you to learn something. The people that tell you the truth love you the most. Because I love you enough to offend you and not tell you everything I want to be. If you need to learn a step-by-step on how to make that happen, good read, not too long. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Add it to your library. Add it to your library. Next thing you got to add to your library is your very own Arthur Crowder. Things I wish my parents would have taught us. Amazon, anywhere you buy things. Type in the name, descriptions on the YouTube channel. Things I wish my parents would have taught us. What is it about? We are never taught emotional intelligence. We are never taught relationship building. We are never taught how to work, how to prosper, how to prepare for work, what to expect, what to learn, what to unlearn. Everything that I went through in my past 10 years of my professional career, I gave it to you, man. Not only as something that will help you professionally, personally. Because remember, life is about relationship, people, and what you think. Now that we dived into it, man, good job seeing a family. Let's go into our first subject tonight. Tonight's lesson brought to you by your greatest person, King Crowder. Is America corrupt? Or has it always been? Y'all got to remember, y'all. We were taught, work hard, do your right thing, and everything will happen for you. Nobody told us that you work hard that you'll still be broke. America sold us all a dream. It said, go to college, grind. But in reality, it's rigged. The people that are eating and living life in America cheated. Some, not all. But in reality, if you want the possibilities, it's about who you know. You got to have people looking out for you. Remember, everybody that's taught, America's a place of fairness and opportunity. Nah. The people that are opportunities are created them, or they are part of a family that's helping them create it. The whole thing that we gonna be all right, everybody get lifted up, everybody has the same opportunity. No, we do not. The rich do, but I want you to learn this one thing. We're going to keep it 100. We're going to have uncomfortable conversations. We're going to address real things that we see going on in the world. And we're going to talk about how unfair and how real some things in America are going to right now. America's always been corrupt, especially if you're a Black American. Let's dive into it. Shed alive, shed alive. If you are not hip, our first subject, as an interesting one, we're going to go to a deeply red state known as Des Moines, Idaho. Idaho is one of the more of a western state in America. I'm over here pulling up the article. What is going on now, y'all, is ICE enforcement agencies under President Trump is really making headwaves. I want y'all to think about this for a second. ICE is doing its job far broader than people's expectations. ICE is not going after just American citizens. It's going after high-profile American citizens who have done crimes all across this country. So let's dive into it. This gentleman right here was the superintendent. Think about that for a second, y'all. A school superintendent was illegal? How the hell did a school superintendent get into a legal situation out in Idaho, a deeply red state where you got to file I-9 paperwork? I want to ask you something, y'all. Enforcement of laws are always done to the lower class, never to the upper. I've learned the higher you go, the less rules that you have to follow. Remember, the barriers of entry are always difficult. I'm going to make sure that you don't enter this program, but the people that are already in, I'm going to slide them through easier. It gets easier as you get integrated into something. The American secret is we all don't get treated fairly. Remember, we make it hard for you to enter, but once you're in that club, once you have that relationships, we make it so much easier for you. Let's keep diving in. The Des Moines, Iowa superintendent was an illegal alien from Ghana and an active ICE fugitive. Wait a minute. He was up for deportation since May of 2024. ICE immigrants went after Dr. Robinson, who fled in his car once they ID'd him. Immigration said he sped away, abandoned his car, ran abruptly 200 yards with state canines and other ICE people apprehended him with a bloody knife and $3,000 cash in his vehicle. Dr. Roberts entered America in 1999 under F-1 visa, where he attended St. John's University and was ordered from America removal in May of 2024. The judge of immigration appeals said he did not get to go against his case, but he still apprehended it. Think about this for a second, y'all. You have a school superintendent who was in the country longer than he needed to be legally, got a job as a superintendent of a major university, allegedly saying he had false criminal degrees and records, allegedly saying he got degrees from for-profit institution, allegedly saying he got a job making over $300,000 per year. I'm not trying to hit this point, man, but it was so many things that people were pointing out. Like, man, he got a degree from Compton State in 1998, but entered the country in 1999. So much information slid past people and nobody questioned it. I want you to think about this, y'all. If you're an average American citizen and you came and had some records given to you like this, you had so many people in the system vouching for you, how can we not look at everything that we've been seeing with a sign? How does a deeply red city like Des Moines, Iowa, have an illegal superintendent on its board with other records and different things going on? I want you to think about this, y'all. This brother made the ICE head scene. Look at this. Arrested in 2020, rearrested in 2025, gun, cash, and tried to evade an arrest. There's very few things in life, man, that always remind you that it's a lot of barriers out here. This right here is another reminder. You can get told to work hard, go to school, do things the right way. Everybody's going to support you. Everybody's going to believe in you if you go about it the right way. But no matter what nobody says, man, nobody follows the rules. Nobody enforces the rules if they like you. If you are a likable person, rules will get bended for you. Rules will not be enforced. Rules will not be the same. Everything that we put on the billboard is to kind of vet people. You follow what I'm saying? We're trying to eliminate multiple people from coming in situations, but actually enforcing the policy, saying, what is the I-9 for? What is the background? What is all that stuff for if we have public officials not even going for it? I want you to think about this for a second, y'all. Do you really think if he got through this gentleman in Iowa, how many others we got across this country? It's just, to me, y'all, the more you get older, y'all, and I'm not to be doom and gloom to my young cats out there and to say like this stuff is crazy, you're going to learn that everything that you learned growing up, man, ain't real like that. They really told us a story that does not translate into real adult life. In real adult life, finesses win. In real adult life, following the rules does have its perks. But you see a lot more cases like this happening, and it is happening in real time. Think about it, man. Likeable matters more than qualifications. People that do a great job will not get as much love as the people that are most like. And that's just the reality of it, man. I know we harp on being intelligent, which I'm an intelligent guy, but emotional intelligence, people intelligence, having a skill set to network intelligence will get you in so many more doors, man. Think about this for a second. Just think. The highest level position in the state of Iowa, a highly paid position in the state of Iowa. And this brother made it happen. It's nothing to really go about it. It just shows you that we spent so much time harping on other individuals in the society, and America truly needs to invest in the citizens. We do. We have to invest in our people, man. And the reason why we got to invest in our people is we got things like this happening right now. And there's no way that you could look at it and say, we failed our students. We did. Something like this wouldn't have happened. It's happening right now all over. And good, bad, indifference, it's a stain on what we call education. It's a stain on what we call leadership. It's a stain because we vet teachers and other people's way more critically hard to get their foot in the door. And you got people from leadership letting stuff like this slide. How does anybody have a position? How does anybody have a job? How do parents see this in the state of Des Moines and not question everything? I feel them. If I was a parent and I saw that, I'm questioning everything. I'm about everything. If the head man was doing something illegal, if the head man got past doing all type of crazy stuff, who else ain't do nothing? You think illegal funds and stuff didn't happen? You think other stuff ain't happening in that city, man? Everything got to get reviewed all across this country. And as much as we don't ever want to hear it, man, as much as we try to question things or say things about that, man, we just got to really evaluate on a different level. And it's scary to see, man. But the reality is that there is a certain class that we over-police, right? It's my opinion talking. We over-police a certain class in the community, and we under-police another one. And that's the truth of it, man. And I'm not here to go back and forth on it, man. All I'm here to do is to share my light on it. And I wanted to share my light on because this issue is really deep to me. It is. And I do believe we're in a hiring crisis. We got people that are truly struggling out here in this world. We got positions that ain't filled, that ain't done right. And we got people that need career paths. What it do, Mike? So, like I said, man, it's truly shocking to see it, man. But we got to know that we have done our students and people wrong. First topic of the night, Mike. I was talking to him, man, just giving him my opinion. That Des Moines, Iowa situation about the superintendent with the fake records, Mike. Your thoughts on it, family?
Anytime that we have to fake anything and don't
Mm.
have the real thing is the most concerning issue. Where were the checks and balances? Where were the people that were supposed to look into those type things to keep the person honest? And to have fake records is just gross, bro. Like it's so easy to just do right. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to just do what we're supposed to do. It's harder to do things like that. So I just don't understand somebody's mindset of doing something like that.
I just always, my main question, Mike, would be hitting to the audience early is that, it's always checks and balances for certain people.
Right.
But how do you hell do you get a superintendent position, Mike, making 300 bands a year? And you ain't have to fill out an I-9, a social? What the hell, Mike? That was my main point that really caught me off guard is Mike. We got bet for minimal position and checking our degrees. Ain't nobody
Well,
checking degrees.
I mean, it's different rules for different people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, so, Mike. We over police certain people. But like I said, Mike, if this happened in Iowa, imagine what's happening in the rest of this country, Mike.
Everywhere is somebody dirty like that. I
You know
promise
what?
you.
But Mike, a superintendent is groundbreaking. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, is that bad? And like I said, Mike, I know we always hate to say, but it's 45, 47 doing not bad work, Mike.
That's bad work, bro.
I mean, is he not exposing stuff that we need to see? I know
We need
everybody hate him, Mike. I get it, right? I get it.
But to have fake credentials is crazy, bro. That's like it's
Mike,
like that's the
it was,
epitome and the personification of lying on my application.
Mike, Mike, he entered the U.S. in 1999. He said he earned his bachelor's degree in 1998. How the hell nobody checked that?
Right,
Y'all mean to tell me he got that far, Mike? Just think about it, Mike. You got that far, brother? Didn't nobody check it?
bro.
Nobody verified?
Bro, that mean
Nobody
you can
said, man, let me see your degree.
let me call somebody and check in on you.
Hey, Mike, it gets deep. Did you see the board that approved him, Mike? I hate to point him out there, but we got to put a face to the title. We got to put a face to the title, Mike. If we ain't going to tell the whole story, we got to tell everything. These people approved it, Mike. We see what they look like. We see what they look, what the energy is. How the hell he get a pass in Des Moines, Iowa, Mike? In Iowa. We ain't talking about DC, Mike. We talking about Whitey White Town, Mike.
Man, what is ridiculous is how many people have dropped the ball.
Mm.
That's the ridiculous part. Like, just all y'all, it's about how many people looked at this. Like, the people on the board with the person, uh, whoever the superintendent's boss is, people downtown, the people that interviewed him, people that he worked with, colleagues, because I'm checking everybody LinkedIn, dog. Just because you the homie, I'm gonna check your shit. You feel me?
Mike, I'm asking everybody the same thing, Mike. Why are certain people getting vetted and others are not? Mike, remember getting the job at Sherman? They vetted our degree. Remember that, Mike? You had to prove that for a
You
goddamn
had to.
position.
Well, maybe anybody can have transcripts.
Mike, for an entry level position, Mike, think about that. But a goddamn superintendent ain't getting vetted. What are we doing? What are we doing, Mike? For real? What are we
How
doing?
can we? Who are these people making these decisions? Because they affecting our children, bro.
I'm gonna keep saying it, Mike. If this
Everybody need to. Everybody need to be shut down. We need to start from scratch.
Mike, if they say ain't no jobs, I wonder why. As much as I know everybody keeps saying, Mike, why I say this. I know we don't like 45, 47. I know we don't like Trump. I know. But I'm saying some of the shit he's doing. Will we have ever thought this in our lifetime, Mike? Shit, if he can be a superintendent, me and Mike can do it. If
100.
the parameters, I'll take the 300K. Mike can take 300 racks, no problem.
Bro,
What we doing?
what's crazy to me is like just multiple people dropped the ball, bro. Multiple. Who he know? Cause whoever he knew was like, hey, this my guy. He good to go. Superintendent job. And somebody said yes. That's how it had to happen. That's how it had.
I agree.
It's no way. It's no way else.
But the
Cause
second
we
question
not
I keep
checking. That's the only way we not checking people credentials, word of mouth. Like somebody stamped them.
you're right, Mike. I'm gonna just keep asking the same question, Mike, and I agree with you, dog. What you said is a valid point. Are we, as everything we learned growing up, bullshit?
100%. If we got shit like that popping off.
Come on, Mike.
But realistically, no, because we also learn it's not what you know, it's who you know.
I gotta wrap that up, Mike. Bars by my dog, where McCall at. Next up on the docket, Mike. I don't know if you've seen this story out of your neck of the woods. I want to go ahead and start off by saying I always knew this issue would come about, Mike, but I think this news story was real. The whole era of women going abroad, solo traveling, never sat right with me. I'm gonna let it play, then we're gonna chop it up about it.
A Maryland woman says she was drugged and kidnapped on vacation in Africa and barely escaped with her life.
She's just gotten home, and tonight she shares her story with Bob Barnard.
I don't know what happened to me. Just know I was trying to fight. I was fighting for my life. A grown-ass man. I was fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying?
We met best friends Mika and Queen at Mika's home in Montgomery County. They just got home Tuesday from what was supposed to be another one of their adventurous week-long vacations, this time to Tunisia. That's in northern Africa.
It was traumatizing. Like even here, like now, like she got her own house. I got my own place. We stayed together. Like we still scared because it's like, I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if y'all.
Mika says this past Saturday night, after returning from a club, she was drugged and kidnapped from her hotel after going to the lobby to get some tissues.
The next thing I remember, I'm in the back of a car. And I just started opening doors. I started panicking. I'm opening doors. I'm trying to get out.
She says a man was behind the wheel.
He's trying to pull me back in the car. I'm yelling, help, help, somebody help me. He's covering my mouth. That's where these scratches are from. He punching me all right here. I don't know if thought he was going to knock me out, but I kept fighting. It was nothing. It had to be angels or something with me for me to, it's a grown man. He's punching me in my face, on my forehead, and both of my eyes, he's punching me. So I'm like, I just kept thinking I got to get back home to my kids. Like, I just got to get back home to my kids. So I just kept fighting. We're fighting. He's hitting me. We're going blow for blow. He's hitting me. I'm hitting him.
Queen was back at the hotel, the Penthouse Suites Hotel in Tunis. This is from its website. She says they were less than helpful.
Mike, your immediate thoughts and feelings when seeing that video.
I think it's a tragedy that even happened to her. For real. You going out of town and you gotta already deal with just being in a foreign country, navigating it. But to get kidnapped and fight for your life is scary. But I must say one or two things. One, we need to always check in and see what threat level that country is in that we are going to. Two, we are in a foreign land. We need to understand that and act accordingly. You need to have impeccable situation awareness and to trust no one. No one is your friend. You are in a different foreign land that you don't know nothing or anything about. And get up on the culture of that place that you're going to. Understand rules, understand laws. Just make sure that you're covered because one thing that they may allow in America, they may not allow there. One thing may be okay in America and may be offensive there. It's saddening, bro. But you gotta be aware. That shit is wild to me that she experienced that, and I feel sorry that she had to go through that. I really do. I don't know what to say, bro, because I can only imagine you going there for fun. You turned up. Next thing you know, in a speeding car, you fighting for your life. Wow.
The first thought that comes to me, Mike, is that we have made America so safe that most of our women do not understand the privileges they have.
That's
In
true.
America, Mike, Our women have and I had a woman that told me this, Mike, in my grad school class. Shout out to, I think her name was Miss Cynthia. American women fight for attention. Most women in the world want respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? When she told me that, and I was like, why are you saying that? She was like, y'all don't understand that y'all get so much, y'all get respect here from y'all man automatically. Women in other countries get zero. So when you go to these countries, Mike, most of our women don't even understand, like, number one, the world is not like America.
Mm-mm.
Every right, every access that we have, Mike, it is not like us. And I find it fascinating, Mike, when I meet women that will go on solo vacations to, like you said, Mike, to dangerous places. I'm really shocked by it. I am.
Tunisia is a beautiful place, but it's not that safe either. Like,
Mike, Mexico, any of those places, Mike.
right.
You know what I'm saying, Mike, for real. If you don't understand the native language, if you don't have multiple people with you, I'm telling you, I'll be blown away when people be like, yeah, I solo travel. I'm like, and I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just saying, our women must understand the world is not like here. It's very few countries in the world that you can be as safe as you are in America when a man and women understand each other. Outside of America, it's different. It is different, Mike. So, like you said, it was a tragedy to see it, bro. But Mike, I'm just like, I never would have thought, like, man, we've seen it time and time again, though, Mike. But I don't think people have caught on, like, yo, the world is not playing with us.
No.
Like, you going to these countries and people, y'all think people, man, look, you food out there, man. So, like you said, Mike, it's sad, man, but I really don't think a lot of people get, like, when I say it all the time, Mike, like, you going to Mexico by yourself? You know what I'm saying, Mike? Like, we got to understand how dangerous these motherfuckers are, Mike, for real.
And you got to understand the culture and everything,
Man,
bro.
Mike, you can't go out there and tell no man you're going to talk back to him. You can't do the neck roll, Mike. You can't do nothing. You got to move different, even as a man, Mike. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, thank you. Yes, yes. You know what I'm saying, Mike? You can't go over there. No. But a lot of people, Mike, they truly don't get it, man. But to see that happen in real time, it was just like, and Mike, we know the people in the hotel was on it. They was on it. They was on
it. What people fail to realize is trafficking is a huge market in different countries.
Huge. Again,
especially these poor countries that are a little bit more poor. Human beings, human trafficking. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money, Mike. Again, Mike, we're so shielded, and like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it in a rude way. We're so shielded from the real world, Mike. Like, the real world is ugly, bro. You know what I mean, Mike? They selling babies. The real world is ugly. So, like I said, seeing it, like you said, Mike, I'm with you. It was a travesty to see that. But I'm like, I'm watching the video, Mike, and people say, I can't believe it. I'm like, y'all, it's the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them taking girls across overseas.
Right.
Look at them countries that burning and shooting in broad daylight. That's the real world. America is not the real world. We're not. So, definitely.
No, we're not.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
It's just sad. It's just sad to see. And it's like, we need to start training people in public defensing and just things that, because if you're gonna like, I would love for mine to, take some type of self-defense. So if you ever get in a situation like this where she was, the fighting mechanism would be a little bit more intense because you have training that you would subconsciously ensue when in distress.
No, thanks, Mike. Beautifully said by our dog, Mike. Mike always on the ball, Mike. Next up, we got a comment, Mike, my bad. What's good, Zo? I know we ain't seen him in a minute, but you been rocking. We know his love, Zo. We know it. Next up on the list, Mike, did you see the shooting at the Dallas ICE Detainee Center, Mike? Let me go ahead and read out to my dog. People, man, white on white crime, Mike, is at an all-time high right now. Assassination, other attempts, Mike. It's been quiet. We ain't heard too much talking about that, Mike.
White on white crime has always been at a high, but we media publicize black on black crime.
Facts. I'm gonna dive into it to my dog Mike. The wife of the detainee was shot in a ICE custom facility in Dallas earlier this week. The husband was unrecognized as the bullets worked between them. The detainee, identified as Miguel Hernandez of Mexico, got into a brutal attack, Mike, when he was shot by Joshua Jane, age 29. It was not saying what happened to him, Mike, what was happening, but the hatred from the government, you know, Mike, get out my country, you need to be off my lawn, is what fused this shooting. Mike,
wow.
That wasn't no goddamn national news.
Mm.
A man went inside the ICE, the detention center, Mike, and up the switch on him. I mean, like, how does that not?
It wasn't on the news because it's embarrassing.
Keep cooking.
It's embarrassing. One, if we're sending people of those dissents, I mean, it's a detention center in the name, right? So you would think it would be a little bit safer. You would think that somebody would not be able to sneak a weapon into that type of facility. So very unfortunate. But we need to do better. If we taking people off the street, we need to search them, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you. I just, like I said, how do you get a gun in someplace like that, Mike? Number one, let's go ahead and talk. How the hell do you walk in with a blicky? How?
Unless it's in a, well, with those places too, it's a rush. It's a lot of people at one time. So it was a fail safe in the search process for sure, though, I would assume.
Yeah, that's a real take. That's a real take, my boy. Mike always with a real interesting take, man. Mike, one thing since we've been out here, man, it's beginning to get more cringy, more disrespectful, and people, and this is going into your lane, Mike. It's been almost a year since the Kendrick Dot beef has been done. I'm gonna let Mike watch his video because Mike is my hip hop aficionado, and people who I don't think should be speaking on the culture, Mike, are speaking on it, saying Kendrick ruined hip hop. Let me let Mike play before you take off on the family.
On Bag Fuel, I said, I think he's getting slandered. And people say, why are you getting slandered? I said, but Jay-Z doesn't have to slander him. Jay-Z's just everybody's favorite. You know what I'm saying? He has the leverage. So Jay-Z can just sit back and just watch everybody just do what he's doing. He doesn't even have to want y'all to do it. But your fans, it's like when you got a bunch of gang members and somebody wants to go make they want to get close to you. So they want to go make a point. He got a billion gang members. It's like, oh, if his name Dash is trash, it's this, it's that,
setting on
that. So it's like, what are you going to get from that, yo?
Yeah.
You out here defending yourself all day. It's like Drake. I would have said, yo, Drake, I don't even engage in this no more. Like, yo, just go do what you decided to do later. You just put songs out. People still like your records. A battle doesn't mean nothing. I said this. I said, if he just go do the songs, and I said on the show, I said, the industry isn't as entertaining since the takedown of Drake.
Think about that.
It's not boring. It's not entertaining. Like that's all that I'm saying. When he was rolling around, Chris Brown's concert had all the bitches. I'm not gonna lie, right? But when Drake was in town, it was like a hysteria. It was a thing going on in New York. It was 5 days and parties here and fashion here and
shit was exciting
over here. That's how it was going. I don't know what it is about.
Mike, I can't listen to no more on it. My relatively hip hop aficionado guru. Take off before I blast these ninjas.
I don't think Kendrick ruined hip hop. I think Kendrick brought back what needed to be inserted back into hip hop, which was realness. Too long have we let Drake live. Too long have we let him be on top with mediocre, catchy music. Too long has it been non-thought provoking, hardcore lyricism music. And I think that's what we need to interject. That's what we need to get back to. That's what makes hip hop, right? It took a left turn. It got a little weird, but that's what growing and stretching yourself is. But I think we need to get back to the lyrics and back to the roots. And I honestly think that Kendrick delivered that very greatly. And what is hip hop without beef? The beef's just getting real now. Like back in our day, you niggas would kill you over a beef. So I mean, ain't nobody dying. It's just wordsmiths being what wordsmiths are. I think it's great because it was boring for a while. We got mumble rap, and who wants that?
Can I take off, Mike?
Go ahead, do
You know,
you
my
think?
dog Mike like to be PC sometimes. Let me go ahead and get in it. This is why nobody listens to New York niggas. This is why nobody respect you motherfuckers. This is why you don't represent us. I don't know who Buddy was on that couch. You don't represent black hip-hop culture, fam. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. The boy lost the battle. I'm sorry you like to have this. It's been so much great music that's been dropped this year. You New York niggas have fell off 20 years because you don't keep it 100. New York keeps it 75. New York, you do not represent the culture. It is the reason why y'all artists flop. It is a reason why y'all don't get no damn respect, because you say dumb shit like you just said. What you mean it's not been good? You know how much great music has dropped this year? We know you Team Drake. We know you in your feelings because your boy lost, who represents y'all niggas. But y'all do not represent hip-hop culture. Let me go ahead and drop that down, Mike. They don't. You saying dumb shit like that when Kendrick annihilate this boy? The only people that represent hip-hop culture right now is down south and out west. The Northeast, New York, that shit is garbage what y'all putting out. Hot garbage. Throw the whole state away music-wise. It's the truth, Mike. Nobody want to hear that shit y'all rapping, that drill. That shit is trash. Y'all have zero influence on the culture. Y'all have zero impact on the culture. And this is why, because y'all niggas lie too much. You talking to a white boy and a goddamn dude don't know where he from about hip-hop. Y'all don't represent no goddamn hip-hop fan. Y'all don't. You know what's crazy, Mike? They said that. White people performing everywhere, got the kids going crazy. What are you talking about? Ain't no steam, stop. You niggas is out of touch. You don't have anything going on when you don't represent nothing. Y'all just got the biggest mic. I'm sorry, New York City, you fell off. Damn, homie. In high school, what the fuck happened to you? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie.
Man, homie.
Y'all been fell off New York. Let me say it one more time, Mike. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? That's what happened to the whole New York, whatever. It's too many niggas up here cooning, buffooning, and don't keep it 100. That's why y'all fell off. Talking about Drake representing that. When young boy out here selling out shows was just in Brooklyn and packed that bitch out. What you talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
Young boy the wave.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? What are you talking about? You don't represent no culture. Let me go deeper, Mike. Right now, in the past 20 years, Mike, let's put it on the damn pavement. Name me the top 5 influential state in hip hop. New York is not up there. Let me go, Mike. Georgia, Louisiana, Tennessee, Florida, Cali.
Y'all
niggas is not top 5. You know why you not top 5 in New York? Because y'all keep it cap. 6ix9ine was y'all best. Y'all let a Mexican say nigga up there and put y'all people on y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all need to work that shit out before you speak on anything else. I get tired of them New York niggas, man. Y'all keep 75 up there. You do not keep it 100. Stop saying y'all represent anything with the culture. Y'all don't represent shit. Y'all got the biggest microphone, the biggest mouth, because y'all don't check shit like y'all supposed to. Y'all like to have that coochie that y'all getting that's fun. Y'all don't keep it real. Tired of them niggas, man. I don't know what it is, Mike. They rub me the wrong way, bro. It's so much substance got out. The Clips album was fire. It's been so much good work going out this year that's been on the artistry. Not on that bullshit that Drake was doing. Like Mike said, Drake was pulling vibes, the feelings. It was no artistry. It's been artistry only. That's what Dot did. And Dot told the truth. Stop hating on Kenny. He don't got to talk. He represent black culture. You niggas do not. I'm telling you, Mike, man, I don't know what it is, Mike. They get me in my bag about that, bro. Like, I'm tired of this.
Hey, my nigga, hey, donate, yo. Donate to the podcast. My nigga went off. This is what you paying for. This right there is what you paying for. So,
Mike, I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm tired of these New York niggas with that, man. Oh, it's me. Y'all niggas miss Drake. Like Mike said, Drake don't have no goddamn influence on no culture. Y'all niggas don't represent the culture. What you talking about?
Well,
What you
truthfully
talking about?
speaking, bro, what's the hottest New York nigga? None.
Mike, name him.
Cardi B is the hottest New York nigga, bro.
Mike, come on. Her album came. Come on, Mike, for real. Y'all need to work on that. All of New York City, work on that. Y'all don't represent no culture for Black Americans. Y'all fell off 20 since 50 Cent. Name me another one, Mike. What are we talking about? Worry about that, New York. You have zero sway and influence in hip hop. Y'all just got talking heads that don't represent us. Fuck you mean? I hate when them niggas be talking about, like I said, what do y'all, man, they need to get me up there, Mike. Because I'm going to let them know, like, bro, you don't represent shit with the culture. What you talking about? You don't represent shit with the culture, my boy. None of them New York niggas do. And that's offended fact. Just saying, Mike, when I hear it, man, it's just like, oh, it's the culture, it's this, it's because of Dot. Dot, man, it's been so much good music that dropped.
We back to real hip hop again.
Yeah, like you said, Mike, and you an artist, Mike, this is what you do. Like I said, I don't know why it infuriates me so much, but it's just like, bro, y'all, everybody don't need to be speaking on the state of culture, especially as brothers, man. I don't want to hear y'all talking to a white boy about that. I don't want to hear y'all talking to a Mexican about, I'm sorry, man, I just don't want to hear it. And there's no shade. You don't represent the culture, my boy. Yo, come and show me that you don't represent shit. That's cool, man. Be on the sideline, my nigga.
Right.
Be that way. But stop acting like you speak for it. Stop acting like what Dot did was bad.
But how can he kill something that was already dead?
Mike, come on, Mike.
This is the most exciting thing that happened in hip hop in years.
You know the one thing that get me so much too, Mike?
What's up, Brody?
What did anything that Dot said wasn't a lie?
No.
That's why it resonated so much, Mike. That's why it was so impactful. We knew he was telling the truth. Drake was moving weird. Drake was riding new artist wave and riding that wave to keep him going. He did go to Atlanta every time he needed check balance. He was acting like a colonizer and a culture vulture. All that was 1,000 offended fact. Just because he giving y'all bread don't mean to change the results. He just had the balls enough. And shout out to the West Coast, Mike. The West Coast are tuned in with Black culture. They stand on business. Tell me the New York artists, Mike, that stood on business recently.
Ain't got one.
Name me the one that made an influential statement, Mike, that said something real, Mike. Name
the only New York artist
y'all niggas for years,
only New York artist that's doing big.
Again. Yeah.
Only New York artist that's doing big right now is Nas with that casino. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, a casino is cool and a big deal, but a casino is not a good thing to be bringing to your community at all.
Yeah, Mike. That whole I was, Mike stay cooking. Go ahead, your feelings on that, fam. My bad. We'll change subject, Mike. Get me off of it. You know how I can go.
Yeah, I gotta get you off. My nigga too tight right now with the New Yorkers. But I say it's a congratulations on business, but you brought addiction and decimation to your city. You brought addiction and decimation. Yes, it's gonna get new jobs and things of that nature, but it's gonna put people that have real serious problems in a bad way, in a further bad way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People with no self-control, people that have issues. Yes, it's gonna make money, but how much money is it gonna take from people that really don't need money taken from me?
No, facts, man.
We don't put casinos in white areas. That's why they said no to Manhattan, to Jay-Z. Queens, yeah, we go ahead and put it out there. Like, why would we put a casino to detriment the white community? You feel me? We're not doing that.
Oh, Mike,
but we'll say yes to Queens though.
Yeah, Mike, you right, man. When you said that last time, Mike, you were spitting, there is no. I think the casino wave, I understand why they're trying to do it, Mike, as a money grab, but I don't, like you said, Mike, what's the long-term benefits of it?
I don't see any, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like Nas getting his pockets fat. Like you said, Mike, Queens is already not as up to par as it should be. Why would y'all even think that was cool? But like you said, Mike, again, I don't think casino cities are a good look, man.
No.
They look bad. Like Mike ain't lying. They look bad.
Look at Vegas. Look
Oof.
at Atlantic
Cleveland,
City.
Mike.
Cleveland. Look at
Atlantic City,
Detroit. Look
Detroit.
at Detroit. It's just it brings jobs, it brings money, yes, but it also brings addiction and decimation, bro. 100% in an area where people don't need that.
I agree, Mike. I agree. But shout out to my boy Mike with a phenomenal post, man. Phenomenal point, Mike. Mike, I got to get your take on this, man. A little bit triggering, Mike, before we go into, I don't know if my dog's seen it. Share the live, comment, like, and subscribe. Mike, RIP to the elder icon of Afeni Shakur.
Oh wow.
She passed away, Mike. I don't know if you know that this week.
Mm.
And that Harriet Tubman quote, Mike, I would have saved many of the people if they know they were slaves. I understand it more and more, and I'm gonna let you watch this video to get your response. Fair use.
About Assata Shakur's passing because I find it very ironic. You pick an African name, you flee to a Latino country for asylum, but what the hell did you actually do for us? Assata Shakur was for self, much like a lot of those Black Panthers. That's why they were dismantled. You use the struggling and suffering of Blacks to further your own movement. And before you get all pissed off, let me explain something to you. A lot of y'all that are Black in this country, the Black Panthers, as radical and loud as y'all are, baby, you would not have been accepted. The Black Panther Party did not like anybody who was LGBTQ. They didn't care for anybody who was of a different background. Like if you were not strictly Black American, they didn't give a fuck about you. So, like I said, and then she killed a police officer, and the movement she was, what was it called? The Black Liberation Army or whatever the fuck, broke in prison, took people hostage, and out. She left in a van and all that shit, whatever. And then she fled to Cuba. But Fidel Castro granted her political asylum. And that's what I want to bring to attention. Now, you don't advocate for anybody Black outside America, but the Latino countries are the only place you can go for asylum. You didn't go nowhere that was primarily Black. You didn't go to Jamaica. You didn't go to, you didn't go to Africa. Why the hell did you pick Cuba? Because if you can't go nowhere else on this earth, Latinos will protect you. So at the end of the day, it's sad she passed, but it don't affect me in no way, shape, or form. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Again, just because I'm Black, nah. Black Panther Party really didn't do shit for us either besides give underprivileged Blacks the WIC program. And that's it.
Bro, self-hatred is a real thing, and we need to understand that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's a huge example of somebody that ain't kinfolk right there. And self-hatred as a Black, ma'am, you hate yourself, you hate your identity. I invite you to read some knowledge. I invite you to understand Dr. Huey P. Newton and the Black Panther Party and what they actually stood for and what they strive to have each community represent. Actually, if you would like to study her more, she has done tremendous things for the Black community and had to flee to asylum because Cuba was the closest place. It's right off the coast of Florida, and we can get there in less than 5 hours. It's about a 2 to 3 hour boat ride. So why would not she go somewhere extremely close that she could get to? I just don't. It sickens me at these self-righteous, pro-Black, super Black, like you too Black for your own good. That she didn't help the Black race. Okay, cool, but like you had no premise. You had nothing in your rebuttal of her being a Black hero. You repeated yourself multiple times, and you had no premise to your argument. If we're gonna argue, let's argue like this is the debate club and come with standing facts so we can understand your point of view.
I'm gonna start it off by this, Mike. Ma'am, You are not a Black American. Don't speak on what they did for our people. No disrespect. You are a Latino. We can tell by your rhetoric, Mike, which is
But
cool.
her disposition was very Afro Latino,
Mike,
100%.
she's not supposed to represent you. Number one. Number two, to say that the Black Panther parties only founded a WIC program, not protection, not civil rights, not newspapers, to say that, you already disqualify yourself. You have zero influence, sway, or disposition to speak on it. Mike, can I go to the final point?
Hit it.
Bitch, you got a bonnet on. No disrespect, Mike.
You got the bonnet. You got the
You
bonnet
pull up a
on.
camera, Mike, with a bonnet on, talking about political figures. What?
And posted it.
And posted it, Mike. What? Ma'am.
Ladies, I'm gonna be real with you. The bonnet is only for quick, in public, in and out. That's what the bonnet is for. It's not for a long public staycation.
Mike, I don't even want to see it out. Shorty, where
I'm
it's
gonna be real. Hey, I'm just giving them. I'm giving them a little leeway because me personally, I hate the fuck out of seeing the motherfucker with a bonnet on, bro. It just something about it makes me, ghetto. And you may not be that way at all. And it's a shame because that's what I am conditioned to thinking, and there's nothing but me being subjugated to different environments. But I hate it. I don't like it when we travel. I don't like it when you just run into the store. Put a cap on. Slick your hair back and put a damn hat on. I know somebody that does that and it works for them. But you know what I'm saying? I just don't like seeing the bonnet, bro. I don't.
I get it. And that's Mike, that is a fair assessment. For me, Mike, when I see people make comments about American heroes that were wrongfully convicted, that were prosecuted illegally, who were set up, not knowing American history of anything, say something about our Black figures, where are the Afro-Latino figures at? Name them what they did. Name them what they, and Mike, conversation controls a nation.
And why haven't your figures said anything about the whitewashing of your culture? Where are your Afro Latina stars? Where are the people that y'all put in the forefront? Why is it always the light skin and the white Latinos that get in every Latino country? They have a side that looks just like us, but they don't publicize it.
Mike, I'm glad you brought that up, family. Remember, I bring research and receipts when they talk, Mike. This is another video she said, which shows she cap already. Pay attention, Mike.
Another question that I'm tired of seeing in my DM, listen to me. I can't trauma bond with you regarding my skin tone. My skin tone was celebrated on the Latin side of my family. There are only 3 lighter skinned people on that side of my family. That would be paternally. Everybody else is my color or darker. I know you want me to make a story time. I don't have a story where I was shut up in a room, discriminated against, or spit on for being dark skinned in a Latin household that was always celebrated. Even the lighter skinned ones are treated with respect because that's just the family that I came from. As far as, skin tone and culture, the lighter skins, they'd be like, oh, well, we're going to have to get you a little tan, but it was always out of love. It was never disrespect. It was never targeting them. I don't have it. Damn, stop asking. I don't have it. Fuck. And I'm sorry to y'all that have. Trust me, I hear you and I support you. But expecting me to have I can't get up here and lie and say something happened to me and it didn't.
Mike.
I just don't appreciate her getting up here saying anything at all. I don't know, bro.
That's a real response, dog.
I think you made a whole video about not having a black experience as an Afro Latino, and you talked for 5 minutes. It was like you could have talked about something else.
Mike, it's all cap. Like Mike just pointed out, name me the people, since you don't have that experience, let's back it up. Show me, as Mike said, the ones that look like us and represent you where you're from. Remember, we have conversation. You have to show and prove, Shawty. You spoke on the Sada Shakur. We didn't ask you to speak on the mic. Now that you spoke, you made another crazy video to say there is no colorism in your community. Come on, Mike. Shawty, who you lying to?
Why they not represented in telenovela?
I just think, man, like you said, Mike, internet is good and it's bad. But we know, Mike, like you said, man, it's just everybody shouldn't be allowed to talk. We get it. But when people make statements like that, man, you got to check that shit, Mike. You got
100% every time.
Every time, Mike. Because you are now not allowed to make hot takes like that and nobody else can question it, man. It can. Mike, this subject hurt my heart, Mike, but I knew it was coming. Did you know the BLM co-founders got 18 new conviction charges and indictments this week, Mike, coming on Tuesday?
Damn.
Looking back at that movement, Mike, that era, what's your thoughts on it, man?
I think two things are happening, right? If you're going to be a system for the injustice of black people, you already know that the government doesn't like that. They don't like people rising up. You have to be perfect, literally. You have to conduct the business side of your nonprofit organization correctly. You have to have no fraud, no anything that would give you a speckle of investigation. I do believe that our government is corrupt and our government does things against these type of groups to make them shine in a negative light. But with that being said, if people are against you and doing things to show you in the negative light, don't help them. Be accurate with what they're saying. Always allow them to look like liars, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. I always knew something was off, Mike, when I started hearing, I hate to be this, and this, we don't hate anybody, Mike. But once you always bring sexual orientation into a political issue, I see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying, Mike? At first, it was like, yo, we see Tamir Rice, George Floyd situation. Why are we bringing up sexual orientation right now? Oh, something's trying to change. Not saying they don't matter, Mike, but why is that being brought up right now?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
We getting justice for the young black and slain. Why are we talking about sexuality? And they bring that conversation up in every conversation.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's like, come on, bro, what you doing?
It's what it reminds me of, Mike, is that shut up and dribble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? Mm-hmm. All lives matter. That's what it is. But intellectually, Mike, you got to learn how to have that discourse to say, true is what you're saying. But we have a situation where a man was assassinated on live camera. That's what the issue was. But once I saw that disposition come about, Mike, I knew what time it was. I said, yeah, this issue is going to become a bad thing because it keeps coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was sad what happened to George Floyd and the situation. We understood what that movement could have been. But once I saw the sexual orientation component come up, you knew what time it was, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my feelings on it, just like you, man, like I said, the movement could have meant more, Mike, because it was hot for a good year, Mike.
Right. It could have meant more.
Could have been more. But I also think, go ahead.
But when you don't have a pure heart and the intentions change, right? It could have been the purest of intentions when this was first started. But when you start to go off the beaten path and do things for your own volition, this is what you get.
And I also think about this, Mike. Somebody told me something that always makes me profound. once you start getting investment money behind you, something's off. Remember, Mike? They was getting millions of dollars thrown at him. What grassroots black anything gets money thrown at them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? We have to beg and crawl and grasp for at least a little bit of evenness. But I was like, man, once I saw that, Mike, that shit hit me deep. Like, yeah, we don't get investment, Mike. Who invests in us, Mike, besides us?
Right.
Who gives us money besides us? So when they said
they was getting money from everywhere, but think about it.
Mike.
You getting money from everywhere and then you misappropriating them funds.
Come on, Mike.
Set up 101.
Come on. Like I said, so looking back in that era, I know it's going to get a super negative light. It could have been something more beneficial because we still do have that problem of police injustice and things going on. But I do believe that spark and that flag came up in that moment, but it's a tragedy to see how it happens, Mike. It really was, man. So I agree with it. Mike, you told me you had some reviews from it, dog. So what did you think about that Thug, that Lucci, and that Cardi, man? Give us your full take, bro. It's on you, baby.
Yo, somebody close to me put me on a Cardi hard.
Okay.
So the production on the Cardi album is great. I like that. The beats, the beat placement, her lyrics. I don't care if she has a writer or not. It is outstanding. It's good to listen to. I had it on shuffle. You can't listen to it I wouldn't listen to it for a long period of time, but this is the girls. This is for the girls. This is to amp them up, give them something to listen to, and give them something to bop to. You know what I'm saying? Now, Lucci, that shit fire, bro. Hard. I haven't got all the way into the album yet, but no skips as of right now, and every song is my favorite.
Hard, Mike.
Thug,
go ahead.
Extremely disappointed. You out of jail now. And I will say, like I said before, I said this on the pod before, those stipulations in that contract of you getting out of jail is starting to affect your music like we said it would. What more can you talk about? You a wholesome rapper now, so you might as well go ahead and get your acting up and get your philanthropy up, and also get your businessman shit up and get like different houses and shit like that, or real estate or restaurants or something, cause music ain't about to be it, my guy. That album is
that's a hot take by you, but you called that early.
That shit trash, bro.
Trash, Mike. You going all the way there, Mike?
I'm talking about I'll give it another try, but as of right now, trash.
Do you think he's been too much in his feelings bag, Mike? Do you feel like the motivation wasn't there? The quality was bad? Break it down. It was his last album on 300 too, Mike, for perspective. I know you.
If that's the case, he may just put out anything just to be released from contractual obligations. Now, if that's the case, Frank Ocean still produced a good album when he did that. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say we'll watch it, but I personally think Thug's music career is finished.
Why do you have a strong take about that, Mike? Talk us through it.
Because he used to, first of all, Rich Homie Quan is dead. Secondly, he's not working with, and I'm sorry, my eyes are itching, but secondly, he's not working with Birdman anymore. So Rich Gang was magical because it was two different parts. The songs was catchy. You had two sucky ass artists collaborating, which made good like car riding music and good clubbing music, right? They stopped performing as a group. One died, and he's not being funded by Birdman anymore. All that makes like anything after that bad.
Shout out to Birdman for always finding artists too, Mike. He's actually an excellent talent evaluator. You got to speak on that one day, dog. Because Birdman's artists pop. They might not have a long career, but every artist he has around him has a record or two that comes out good. Yeah. I'm looking about Birdman, Mike, and nobody talks about him on that level. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Why is that? Break it down, dog.
We don't talk about Birdman a lot because people like it's Birdman. Like when you say Birdman, I don't know about you, but I really don't personally take it as serious as I used to. I mean, yeah, it's Birdman. It's almost like an annoying little brother, right? Um, I think he has had an eye for music because if you think about it, all you have to say is, "Look at my resume, Little Wayne." You know what I'm saying? So he is
Juvenile,
always
Mike, Manny Fresh.
right. Juvenile, Manny Fresh,
Come
like
on, Thug,
even though
Rick's homie.
even though they had like short bursts, these people were iconic in that moment. So he definitely has a great eye for talent, and I don't know, it's just
Drake, Mike, Lil Wayne, Nicki,
right,
Tyga.
right. He has a
Like
huge eye for
crazy.
talent. It and some of his artists have longevity, but like it's almost like a quick burst, and then they just can go on to what they are good at. You know what I'm saying? And what
Yeah.
they're good at, they have like a niche audience. Like I would like to say Wayne and Juvenile. Wayne's audience is more profound, but like Juvenile and Manny Fresh and those guys have a niche audience, and you know what I'm saying. He's very good at finding that and making that last.
He does. I just say whenever I see Bird, nobody ever gives him the Suge Knight level of credit, but Birdman definitely has put up a career where it's like, you know what I'm saying, Mike? You gotta
But he's
respect.
also a lot quiet. Like he's not somebody.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem like somebody that is in the limelight for real. Like not like he used to be. But you almost kind of forget about Birdman and his
That's real.
genius.
I
You
just
know what
had,
I'm saying?
Mike. I mean, his career is impeccable, Mike. Like you said, looking at it like he been 3 decades, Mike, hot artist, and can't make no music, Mike. You know what I mean?
Right.
Birdman got some artists now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know we joke on it, but respectable records, hit records, Mike. He know how to work it.
Yeah. For
And Mike, I
sure.
didn't know he was managing the YB tour. You know that?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mike. He owned the YB thing, making that happen. Like I don't know if he's a part of revitalizing it, but I'm like, I've seen Baby and him. Let me see if I can pull it up for us, Mike. Birdman
Wow.
has been with YB on the tour. I'll show visual for the people. Yeah, Mike. So, like I said, he stayed consistent. And remember, they dropped the album not too long ago. You know what I'm saying, Mike? So
Bro. He Birdman is a very good businessman, and like you said, I don't know what's going on with my eye,
take your
but
time.
like you said, bro, his run, his reign is supreme, bro, and we sleep on it. I don't know why we sleep on it, but Birdman is a reputable businessman, bro. He know what he doing, and he been doing it for decades.
Just got it right here, Mike. Let me show you. Yeah, man. People were telling me, and I was like, damn, Birdman got his hands in that too, Mike. Look, Mike, you see, let me see if you see him.
That's saying, cuz.
Like, what don't he? They was saying, man, he got some hands in this, Mike. I'm like, damn, and it just came to my attention. You brought it up, Mike, especially about the thug thing. And my thoughts on the thug thing, Mike, is that he came in with antics. Now emotionally, he dealing with something. And I mean, for Thug's credit, Mike, Gunna and Lil Baby is impressive. 21 too. I mean, he
Yeah,
got an eye for talent, Mike. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Really, Thug got an eye, so he could go that route too. Maybe, like you said, might be the music thing, might not be that, but Thug got an eye for talent. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he put Gunna and Lil Baby on, Mike. Like that's,
right. Hey, that's major coming from his camp.
you know what I mean? So, like, could he lean into that route, Mike? Because you
I would
really
think so.
go ahead. He
I
34, but he ain't old. You know what I'm saying?
I would think so, but he was never a good rapper. So I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think, bro, you may have some contractual obligations to make an album, but everybody anticipated your album was gonna be fire. But we gotta really understand that Young Thug wasn't that type of artist to begin with.
You're right, Mike. No, you're right. You're right. You're
And
right.
it's no reason for us to now. Did he usher in a wave in history? Yes, he
Yeah,
did. 2015,
he
I
did.
think Young Thug had it on lock, and he ushered in the Gunna and Lil Baby wave, like you said, and different type of artists of his caliber. Now, I don't think he has what it takes to be an artist. He already sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just being real. Like you got catchy hits, but if you not talking about running up money and crime, I don't understand what type of audience you're gonna still have.
I will say something, Mike, you going deep on. Who is a super Young Thug fan? It's like French Montana. Who's a French Montana fan, Mike? Who's an
Right.
actual DJ Khaled fan?
Bro, who's going to these niggas concerts and paying the money to see these niggas for real? Because I'm not.
Mike catching on the takes I'm already about to bring up, Mike. Keep going, family. You always ahead of the game, man.
Bro, I just don't like. I think DJ Khaled is a culture vulture, truthfully speaking.
Ooh, keep going, Mike.
You got to look at his relationship with Ace Hood, and he put Ace Hood on, yes, but what has DJ Khaled do besides curate songs? He may produce the beat. He's known for getting multiple artists on an album. That's about it. He's not extremely talented. Anybody can collab and curate an album. You know what I'm saying?
No, so I'm listening, Mike. You cooking? I'm listening.
I just feel like he's somebody that doesn't deposit cultural coins, but somebody that takes away the cultural coins.
Man, Mike, keep cooking, dog. You going? This you in your bag right now.
I honestly personally think that he has taken from the culture and not developed it at all.
Do you think he's ever tried to develop it? Has he always taken from it?
Well, you got to think back to his past. He was with Terror Squad. He's always been in, like, this is his in the forefront, right? But him being in the forefront, he's really hasn't done anything but facilitate. And facilitating is cool, but what are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. And I'm gonna bring up a video, Mike, and I like my dog Mike always on it to bring up this standpoint, Mike, and I would love to get your reaction for it, dog. Pay attention, Mike. Pay attention.
What's interesting, a lot of people, rappers, comedians, they might have a lot of views and they might get a lot of clicks, but a lot of them can't sell out tours like that. Like the rapper Sexy Red, there's an issue right now with her tour. They might cancel it because she ain't selling tickets like that.
Right.
Even though she gets a lot of streams and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something about that?
Yeah.
Everything that's easy, people participate with. But to buy a ticket, park your car, and show up, that's something different.
Yes, it is.
And then people know it's trash. They know it's trash. So to actually spend your money, go there, parking on average is $40. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Park and sit down in that atmosphere. That's different than just being online looking crazy, acting crazy.
Right.
Talking about Sexy Red album only doing 28,000 copies, right? In the era that I came in the music industry, if you sold 28,000 copies, you didn't get no other chance to even walk in the building again. Like, it's not talking to you if you sold 28,000 records.
Record labels are not thinking machines anymore. They are reactive machines. Major record labels are playing the numbers game. They're signing 100 things, hoping that 5 of those things work. They're giving all 100 the same opportunity. If they were so good, then if they signed 100 things, then at least 50 of those things would work. But they're signing 100 knowing only 5 are going to work. Why is that? Because the 5 that work know what they're doing, who they're doing it for, how to get it done, and they just need a machine to push them. You know how many artists have submitted to us to say, hey, I want to sign me, work with me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'm going to hold a mirror up and say, why you? What was your music for? Because if you knew all these answers, you wouldn't need me.
When Tekashi 6ix9ine came out, come on.
Mike, you always speak about this thing. Why, in your opinion, has selling tickets been so difficult? And I've seen the artistry jump up tremendously this year. Shout out to Kendrick. Why do you think those disconnects are so strong in today's audiences as we see?
Well, for one thing, for sure, 2 things for certain, people are paying for streams, right? So, and yes, Sexy Red is catchy, but as the gentleman said before me, my predecessor, who is paying for that shit? Who actually want to get in their car, park their car, deal with crowdedness and deal with like all the stuff you deal with when you go into an event and receive trash artistry? Because I know she not practicing. I know she's gonna be out of breath. I know she's gonna walk the stage a few times, and it's not gonna be any type of thing that I would pay over $100 for. Why am I gonna subjugate myself to fucking mediocrity, dog? And a lot of times these new artists fucking suck, and we know it, right? And streams, we are seeing historically streams and non talent doesn't activate ticket sales. It's a dangerous game because you could be so popular on the net and that popularity doesn't translate to people actually spending dollars. The label wasting bread.
Are you telling the truth, Mike? I think.
Hey, check it out, T. Are you an asset or are you a liability as an artist?
I think the one thing the dude said was good, Mike. I'm surprised you ain't dive onto it. Who is your fan base?
Yes, it's
you know
non-existent.
Because I looked up Lil Baby did a tour. Did they cancel his dates?
They canceled a few of them, yeah.
Hey, 21 did a tour, Mike. Did they cancel his dates? As Mike said, who are really y'all fans? We know y'all popping on the gram, but man, we don't see y'all do like Mike said, touring is how you make your money. I see y'all doing spot shows. Well, I don't see the only artists I see touring, Mike, Breezy, Rod Wave, Beyonce, The Weeknd, Rod Wave. Who else, Mike? Who else? Like Mike said, even Mike, I saw something crazy today. Big X the Plug got 10 plaques. Where is he touring at?
He's not. He canceled a few dates.
Mike, how does he have 10 plaques then? How the hell do you have 10 plaques, Mike? If you ain't, like you said, I'm thinking like Mike. Mike got me thinking like him now. 10 platinum records, Mike? What?
Right.
10 platinum songs?
And you ain't been nowhere.
How is that possible, Mike?
Streams.
That shit is crazy. Like, I guess, Mike, I don't understand it all the way, but it's like, bro, I'm listening to like, bro, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm in Texas, Mike. I don't hear his records. I hear Young Boy. You know what I mean? I don't know where they play his shit at.
All they playing is I'm the biggest, the largest. You know what I'm saying?
But Mike, even that is like, I don't know the words to it.
Me neither.
I know the hook. But if you play that freestyle by Lil Baby, Mike, shout out Lil Baby, it's me. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rapping it word for word.
You can tell if it's a hit because you know the word. You know, and there's no shade to my dog. But Mike, I saw that today. Like, damn, this thing got 10 plaques. I was going, hey, Mike,
how this nigga got 10 platinums, bro?
Mike, how? Like, I ain't even trying to be funny, Mike. Like, I know Biggest to Largest. But I'm like, damn, what's the songs by Buddy? I ain't seen Buddy on tour nowhere.
Right.
How the hell is he the biggest in Texas, Mike? I mean, you know what I mean?
What happened to our boy Mexican OT,
man,
bro?
Mike, anytime I hear that shit, I turn. Mike, what's the song he got? I don't like none of the Mexican artists that say nigga, Mike. I tell them all the time. Soon as I hear it, Mike, I'm turning it off. If you be yourself, people will like you more. The 6ix9ine experiment is done, Mike. Nobody's going for that. I'm not going for that 6ix9ine experience, Mike. It is a silent pushback on that. He has destroyed that cultural relevance, Mike. People don't like to say it, but 6ix9ine hurt your legacy for real. Am I lying, Mike?
Nah, it was wild. It was a wild ride.
He put a bad taste in your mouth, Mike. He did, man. And to let my dog Mike get on this live, joining my dog Mike got an early morning, Mike. I don't know if you heard the story. Share the live comment. A Delta State student named Trey Reed, Mike.
Got lynched, right?
Mike, allegedly a suicide by hanging. Let's let it rock, Mike. The death of a 21-year-old black student discovering from a Delta State University of Mississippi tree. The body was identified as Demetrius Trey Reed, was discovered by a faculty member around 7 a.m. Monday, hanging from a tree of pickleball courts in Cleveland, Mississippi, Mike. Mike, people don't know. Cleveland, Mississippi was the last city in the United States to integrate school systems. They integrated school systems in 2016. Did you know that? Mike, you know that?
Are you serious?
Mike, you know when your boy talk. Let me show you, Mike.
Bro, they didn't integrate schools, so they haven't had black students with their other students until 2016.
Mike, we think we have made progress, Mike.
Wow.
Mike, oh yeah.
The whole United States been on integration, and them niggas just put it in place in 2016.
Mike, I tell people all the time, Mike. We think we've had America. That's why I had this conversation with people all the time, Mike. Yeah, Mike, 2016. I'm not looking at Mike. I'm serious. It was we think we've had. Let me say it before I finish reading the article. Great feedback from my boy Mike. People talk Mike. You know your boy in his reading back, Mike. Court of approved desegregates a plan from Cleveland, Mississippi school. What does it say, Mike?
Wow, bro. That is crazy.
Mike, the U.S. District Court of Northern Mississippi approved a joint settlement to desegregate the school, let effectively desegregate Cleveland's middle school and high school starting next school year.
Bro, so what about the elementary? They still want the elementary to be segregated.
Yeah, y'all, we got to clip this in the live month going to. Most people do not know. Yeah, Mike, the last school to be desegregated was 2016, Mike. We talk about all this racial progress. People don't know that, Mike. Yeah, Mike, you know your boy keep up on the stuff. Mike, but Mike, a brother was hung from a tree in the last place where schools were desegregated. He killed himself, right? Let's keep going. They found a consistent investigation determined death by hanging was a suicide. The final toxicology results are pending and may 2 to 4 weeks, as the police said. It is an active investigation given the FBI and the U.S. Attorney, Mike. Mike, the last desegregated school in America. This young brother allegedly hung himself by a tree. Mike, let's think about this. Name me a black man that would hang himself by a tree, Mike, ever.
Never. It never would happen, bro.
The symbolicism couldn't allow the black man to happen. By a tree with rope, Mike?
Bro, it's so sickening that they the ultimate racists, bro. Like they didn't have desegregation until 2016. It's so crazy to me, bro.
I ain't know you ain't know that, Mike.
Wow. So I'm not even surprised a cat got hung out there, bro.
Yeah, Mike. It is so much history, Mike, that we don't learn. I'll have to drop that book in the chat afterwards, Mike. Yeah, but James Lowe, Mike, history. We should have taught me. Famous Teacher Lied to Me, Mike, was a phenomenal read. He brought it to my attention, Mike, and I'm going to Mississippi next year to read about it, Mike. Yeah, Mike, it's a lot of things that we don't have happen, Mike. It's another thing, Mike. It's kind of funny. People talk about schools are so different, Mike. People don't know this, Mike. I'm going to blow your mind again. You ready? Brown v. Board of Education integrated our city schools. Our county schools are not integrated, Mike. You know that?
What? I thought it was 100% all schools.
Only city. A law that came about, Milton v. Bradley. Let me go ahead. Mike asked me to get my history back. Milton v. Bradley in Chicago, Mike. In Detroit. It was a legislation, Mike, to overthrow and allow segregation to happen amongst county lines. City schools are integrated, Mike. Why do you think most of our suburban schools are still white? Here's the court case, Mike. Dealing with a planned discrimination on bus and public school systems among the district. It was a decision that said, Mike, that the ruling is a distinction between de jure and de facto segregation, confirming that segregation was allowed, if not considered policy for each of the school districts, in particular, systems that were not held to desegregate as long as they will be shown, Mike, in the public policy form, Mike. Yes, Mike. Our county schools are still segregated. Our city schools are integrated. That's why, Mike, if you're a black person, you know how hard it is to go to county school. Remember them days, Mike? I want to go to a certain county, they won't let you go. Right. Yeah, Mike, we talk about progress in this country. Most black people don't read or keep up on us. Yeah, Mike, it's not integrated. 1974 in Detroit, they said, yeah, you can't go to county schools. You can go to Detroit public schools, Mike, in the city. That's it. That's why you look at all our city schools, Mike, are messed up. You notice that? Because they shift all the money to go with other kids. Like, yeah, Mike, it's so deep, Mike. Our history back in days like that, man. We've thinking we've made progress, Mike. We ain't made no damn. I tell everybody, Mike, we ain't made no damn progress. Nah, we still segregated.
Hey, look, but you know how I feel about it. Greatest thing that ever happened to us.
No, fact. I just think, Mike, we got to get to that point and accept it. People got to stop seeking it because, like I said, the energy's already there. I don't know if people go back and forth with it. But your closing thoughts, Mike, my dog, Mike, you cooked tonight, Mike. You was on.
Man, my thing is this: you should never try to be equal when equal hasn't been able to be available for us. This system was not made for us. This system was not meant for us. We were 3/5 of a person. We would never be equal. We will never have the rights that they have, and we will never be able to stand on our own with them attached. We can stand on our own with them separated, but it'll never be equal. So let's go back to what we know when we had more black doctors, more black lawyers, more black teachers, more black everything. Separate but equal was a ploy to make us on the titty. Get off the titty. Let's be separate and make our own equality.
I love what you're saying, Mike. I love it, man. What else you got going on this week, Mike? You ain't never tell me. You ain't never let me know what's up.
Man, I ain't got nothing going on. Just finally been able to be home, bro. And launch day is coming soon. Launch day is among us, and we gonna make it pop, and we gonna make it happen. So,
love it, Mike, man. Good to see you, family. Enjoy your night. Welcome home. Good on everything you got going on. Until next time.
peace.
Hey. My boy Mike got to enjoy his evening, man. He good to be back in his time, be back in his bed, enjoy himself, man. A few more topics for the live tonight before we chop it up and get off of it like we do, man. If you are new, go into the channel, comment, like, and subscribe. We're gonna get back to you, man. You know, I never like to quote this brother, but when he right, he right. And whenever somebody says something right, I like to say that something profound is said, I'll listen to it because it makes a lot of sense. Hopefully this next thing is as profound as it was to me, and you get to catch it. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Make sure I get it going, y'all. Let me see if I can reload it again. I'm going to try to get it going.
That's why she think you and your buddy is fucking, because her and her friends fuck. That's why it's projected to you. That's why most women now think every man is gay, because most women have had a gay experience. So they project that on us. So, nigga, what I do, I sit back with my homegirl. I sit back with my friend, with my girl and her friend. And I notice when girls get lit and get turned up and get excited, they don't look for men to dance with. They dance amongst each other. They touch each other booties. Soon they go to get lit. They had a thumb. Nigga, they had that shit positioned right. But if you ain't paying attention, you just think they just touching each other. They strategically place their hands. Because I start watching every woman who do it. And they intentionally get around that asshole. And nigga, they put their little hand right and act like that. But nigga, them hoes be yeah. Nigga, them hoes sneaky. We can't do that. We're not that clever or conniving.
That is a real conversation I had with my dogs this weekend. The whole initiative of putting that on men is a cover-up story because a lot of foul behavior does happen between them. I'm not a mess. I'm just here to tell the truth, ladies. A lot of the times when you push that, y'all must be doing something, the man sassy, zassy, you know the words that we hear, fellas. It is projection. I know. I ain't supposed to say it out loud. I know I shouldn't be giving the tricks out the bag. It is. You are projecting what you're dealing with on the man and try to make it seem like it's us. But in actuality, it's what y'all got going on. Remember, fellas, every time you go out now, there is a group of women that's a culture of dancing with each other, which is fine. I get it, man. They want to be safe and secure with each other. It's not a bad thing. But it's becoming too much where it also is like, man, what they got going on? And why they only dancing with each other? Man, why they only... You feel me? Man, like, what they got going on, man? Why it ain't nothing? Yeah, like I can't get in and laugh on it and joke and say something. It's only that? Man, why is that? And why can't I really meet or greet you or see you? But man, I don't know. I'm just saying, I understand now, fellas. I do. So when he says something, we don't want to quote Charlie too, but we know how Uncle is. I mean, he got his own thing he dealing with, etc., etc., etc. But you got to know some stuff you hear is like, that might be on something. It might be. But I do think the appeal to push the narrative on men is because most women do have an experience that we don't have. And that's offended fact. That's all that is, fellas. Next, it was a great tweet that I saw this week, man, that we need to invest in Americans. Think about this, y'all. At the University of Columbia, 35,000 people enrolled. Over 20,000 are international students. At an Ivy League institution in America, over 20,000 are international students. Why is that? On affordability, we don't invest in our students. We don't invest in our people. America has a problem. We haven't invested in so much externally that our people inside have suffered. We have to flip that switch for the next 40 years to make progress. We haven't invested in so many things outside of us that we have left ourselves flapping in the wind. I want you to think about this. What about all that money that we invested in different places if we invest that in America over the next 5 years? The ROI will be tremendous. ROI means return on investment. If we was to invest in American citizen, American people, to see those things will come through, we would see tremendous ROI. We would. And I think that's one of the main things we see struggle with to this day, man, is that we don't really look out for our people. Anybody that wants to have a money question, anything like that, it's all about pull yourself up. But I mean, right now, man, I really do. It's a hot take by me. I don't think a college is affordable at all, man. Like, for real, like, being young in this country, I don't think I would encourage it. I mean, I know the reason why it's important. I'm not anti because I'm a college graduate, right? But to say it's worth 60 G's per year, man, that might be an L. That might be a dead mission for real, man. So it just makes you think. It makes you wonder. And it makes you question everything. Next, last two topics for the evening, man. This one hit home for me, man. I'm going to let it play, then I'm going to respond.
Aisha Curry is putting in maximum effort to let the world know that she is struggling with trying not to cheat on her husband, because she gets on every interview telling everybody about just how frustrated she is with his success, how frustrated she is that women desire him, how much she wished it was her being lusted after.
Let's come up with a rule, and it goes as I state. If you can't relate, there's no debate.
Can't relate, don't debate.
Oh boy, pump your brakes. You're tripping. You can't bag Aisha. So many people want to talk about somebody else's situation that has never been in that situation. Ain't nobody asked you for your little 2 cents. What's your resume? What you've accomplished?
Killer Mike stepped in.
I think Steph thought that Killer Mike knew better. Let's not comment on something that you know. Like, come on. You entertaining this dude? Come on, bro. You know what we go through. That people take certain stories and then they say, oh, man, I don't know why she always embarrassing Steph like this.
And don't know the whole story.
Don't even know the
Cam, I'm going to stop you right there, my boy. Nah. Cam, it's a bad take. And I like you. It don't matter. We got to know the whole story. Your feminine representative, your lady, is always supposed to have your back. No matter what the situation is, you are never supposed to feel that comfortable out publicly talking bad about her. No matter the ways, the effort, Cam, all that don't mean a MF thing. She don't respect her, bro. That's it. I don't know why that's hard to understand. If I respect you, I love you, I would never slander your name publicly and act like I'm ungrateful for what I have. Period. That's the energy in the room nobody want to talk about. That's it. You should never feel comfortable enough to disrespect me publicly. We can have our feelings, our energy, our thoughts, our process, but to go online and say that, you can't defend it, bro. You can't. I know you made an ad hominem, which means a disrespectful remark about the brother. Doesn't matter. What matters is this elite brother should not be done this way. Stop changing the issue. Stop moving the goalposts. Let's stay here. It should never be cool to publicly embarrass your partner. Period. What Killer Mike said was right. Steph got in his feelings because we know what's right. Steph, they're giving you the ultimate respect because of that. Stop acting like it's something else, man. She has been disrespectful to you multiple times. She has been ungrateful to you multiple times. Stop telling us that we don't see what we see, bro. Doesn't matter. Bag of leak, Aisha. Come on, bro. What? Cut it. Anybody can be bad. Anybody can get got. That's something hard to understand. That's it. That's it, bro. Stop changing the lane. Stop changing the conversation. Stop changing the discourse. Disrespect, we all understand it. We all speak and represent it. What you didn't address was her behavior. As we continue this live, man, as we wrap it up this evening, it's been a lot of talking points we talked about this live, man. But the main thing I love to know is that, man, we all get taught working hard, having your hard hat on, doing what's right. But let's be real, man. It doesn't pay off. Who you know, bringing the energy back to who you know. Let's stay humble. Let's stay real. But we want to say, man, they told us if you work hard, everything will fall into place. But tonight, we peeled back the layers to show the corruption, systems, gatekeepers, all of them have a very important impact and challenge the mindset that we should be questioning. So the question is, are you just going to keep believing a dream that is sold to you? Are you ready to wake up and move differently? That's a choice you got to make. I'm going to call for engagement, man. This is what I want you to hit up. Tell me what you think. Break down what you believe in. Share this live and tell me what your thoughts are. Hit the follow. More unfiltered, more raw conversation. And I'm going to leave you with this power statement. People that love you tell you the truth. No matter if they like it, they hate it, they go against it, or they have a different perspective. But what I want you to do is stay woke, stay real, stay ready, stay strong, stay real. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday. I hope you reach out, you talk to your friends, family, and loved one. Check on your mom. Check on your dad. Go to the gym. Get some fresh air. Walk outside in the grass with no socks and no shoes on. Remember, every day of the week is about you. 6 days labor, 1 day rest. I didn't say 6 day labor at no job. I said 6 day labor on yourself. This your boy, King Crowder, back with another edition of Live on Sunday. I want to thank you for each and everybody that got to tap in with me, man. I'm beyond grateful. For me this week, more editing, more processing, more things going. The Black Man Meetup this past Friday was amazing. Shout out to everybody that could attend. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I want to tell you I appreciate you. Because I know you supported me, you supported the fellas, you supported the vision. Remember, I know it ain't easy, but I want to tell you I'm grateful and that I appreciate it. Comment, like, share, subscribe, give me your feedback, and most importantly, enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Until next time, see ya. Hey!